What up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new legend player review here on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. Let's take a look at 88 rated Patrick Kluivert. So, the Dutch legend has got some pretty crazy stats. 86 pace, 82 dribbling, 86 shooting, 80 passing and 81 physical. And with those stats, he is still 6'2", with high-low work rates, right-footed and 4-star skills and weak foot. So far, so good then. So I've got a couple of different squads you could put this guy into. The first one, I just added him into my already pretty strong looking Premier League side. It's got lots of special items, lots of SBC items and ones to watch Kante as well in the midfield there. A really nice team. However, I played Kluivert as a lone striker in a 4-3-3 fourth variant mixed squad. It's got players from La Liga, from the French Ligue 1, PSG, and of course the Premier League as well, with a couple of transferred players in Masonda and Draxler. So when I take a look at Patrick Kluivert's in-game stats, I'm loving him, I'm not going to lie. He just looks like he's going to be a great striker to me. I actually bought him with I think it was an engine chemistry style on him, and I immediately changed it back to a basic, because I really like the way this guy looks with a basic chemistry style applied. Playing him on that full chemistry and literally getting the boosts in certain areas. However, if you wanted to apply a different one, I would recommend the marksman, as it boosts dribbling, shooting and physical, and he's already a pretty quick player, and of course he's already got that 80 stat in passing, so you wouldn't necessarily want to increase that. So we move on then to the pros and cons for the Dutch legend, and we will get those negatives out of the way first. They are very minimal negatives, and there are only a couple, and they sort of link to each other. It's based around Patrick Kluivert's agility and balance. Both of those stats are not quite as high as I normally like in my main striker. I think those are two very important stats on FIFA 17 Ultimate Team, and Kluivert is somewhat lacking in those areas. If they were just a little bit better, this guy would be by far the best striker on the game, hands down. However, that might be the only sort of thing I can think of that stops him from being that, in my opinion. I really like this guy. As you can tell, he is, well, I'm going to say it now, he's my favourite legend striker. And of course, I haven't had the chance to use Pele or anything like that. But from previous FIFAs, I've always enjoyed Patrick Kluivert the most. And I got a ridiculous goal to game ratio with this guy, and he was such a joy to use. It's honestly, I always get along with Patrick Kluivert, and here's the reasons why. The first thing you really notice about him is he's sort of got a lot of height and decent amount of strength. He is a 6'2" striker, so you could do stuff like this, which is whip the ball into the box for him to nod home. He has aerial ability. The second thing I really noticed was how well positioned he was, especially for that header, getting in the right spot at the right time, receiving the ball for this goal right here, where he just takes it past the defender after receiving the ball to his feet. He makes great runs through, and of course he is very quick. So you know, you can play all different types of styles with Patrick Kluivert. As you can see here, I'm one-on-one with the goalkeeper with a Kyle Walker chasing me, and I think I still managed to outpace him and stick that one in the back of the net with one of those brutally accurate, low-driven shots. His pace is obviously, you've just seen it, he's a quick player. Again, we're going to notice here that he gets past that defender, who is Manolas, by the way, one of the quicker centre-backs on this game, and he stays away from him, which is extremely impressive, I'm not going to lie. I was also very much impressed by Kluivert's ball control and dribbling. He takes that first touch nicely, and although he hasn't got like the best dribbling in the game, you know, like Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, that type of thing, he is still very solid on the ball, and LT-RT dribbling is useful, as well as doing the 4-star skill moves that he has in his locker. His finishing is literally some of the best I've had on this game. I find the back of the net with this guy probably more times using less shots than many other strikers on this game. I haven't had more of a clinical striker so far. I would go as far to say this is the most clinical striker I've used to date on FUT 17, which is saying a lot considering I use all different types of players literally every single week. And then finally, what I think is most impressive about Kluivert is the fact that he is a triple threat. He's not just the agile striker. He's not just the target man. He is someone who's tall and can act as though he's a target man. He's very strong, but he's also got amazing pace and very, very good dribbling. And he's also a bit of a team player with that 80 passing as well. So you can probably tell I absolutely love this guy on FUT 17. Do I recommend him? Definitely. By far the best legend I've used so far on this game, and I would recommend him to any of you. Let me know what you think of him if you have tried him out down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.